connection, right? The word connection. It's a word that's bandied about quite a lot, as in you're connected. Are you connected? Do you have connections? Can I have a look into your connections? Or how was your Wi-Fi connection? And yet we have never been so connected as a human race than we are now. We find that connection is quite elusive in the way that we want it and the way that we need it. So when we have a world where that everything is at our fingertips, so that right now, with one finger, I can tap on a screen and connect with anybody, anywhere, any place, and across the world. But the true, real connection that we're looking for is the connection that makes us feel truly wanted, needed, liked, understood, seen and heard. That's the kind of connection we're looking for. And if you have seen, maybe you have, some haven't, whatever, but the brand new blockbuster that's on Netflix, Adolescence, that show, Adolescence, is looking at exactly that space, connection. What Adolescence does, I won't give any spoilers, it's okay. No spoilers affect whatever happened. But what they do, they deliver us with a group of teenagers, and they give us this kind of raw and powerful glimpse into their world, where they navigate the complexities of growing up as a teenager, where they struggle to find their identity, where they struggle to connect with each other, where they struggle just to that feeling of isolation, while they strive to look for connection. Because the one guiding, powerful principle in that drama is our desire for connection. And it's universal. It doesn't make any difference of your age. It's that desire to feel connected, to feel validated, to feel that you belong, to feel that you've been understood. So what I'd like to do is I would like to read a poem for you right now. And this poem is written by a teenager. And the teenager's father, the profession that the father has forced the teenager to move from home to home for about five moves by the age of 15. So moving communities, schools and friend groups 5 times by the age of 15. And the teenager wrote this poem. It's called Loneliness. Life doesn't seem the same anymore. No, everything is at the other side of that door. I have 2 faces, happy and sad. And I have 2 humours, lively and mad. Everyone sees the happy one, but at night I see the sad one. Because every night I cry, and every night I wish I could die. But I still have a lot of life to go. But how do I get to the other side of that door? Do you know? Now, that teenager was me 43 years ago. And when he asks that question, do you know how to get to the other side of that door? Do you know? I would love to be able to go back to him and tell him that it's fine, it'll be grand, it'll be fine, it'll be scary, it'll be weird, it'll be wonderful. But because he's stuck in this present that isn't really, really nice, because he's been moved again and he's at 15 and he's lost. And I say to him, you know, don't worry, it'll be fine, because you're looking for the future. Do you know? Can you see what's the other side? You're looking for the future. Our brain loves looking for the future. We spend most of our life in the future, but we have no clue of what the future is, because we only know about the present and the past. And then we try and mix the present and the past together to make a future that doesn't exist yet until you get there. So I would love to sit in that bed beside him and just tell him that, you know what, you're going to sail the world on a tall ship, the Asgard, and you're going to sail into the Bay of Biscay and you're going to head into a hurricane. Lives will be lost, but you will survive. You will become a banker, a broadcaster, a comedian, a communications coach. You will stand on a red dot in the middle of Greystones and give a TED talk, possibly, right? And you will also become an equity partner in a new business advisory firm that's going to disrupt the whole consultancy space. You're going to dress up as politicians and have fun. You're going to have your own national radio show. You're going to create and write and perform in your own satirical TV show. And you're going to dress up as the president, and you're going to meet the president.
And you're going to say, "Father, good evening, everybody," and talk like the president to the president, and the president look at you, and you look at him, you make markiert, and muffin spare for do, kabalya and giha. Now, I'd love to see the AI model who does the text for this talk, trying to decipher that one, to be quite honest. And then you will meet the Taoiseach of the day, and you will thank him. Say, "Thank you, Bertie, for all that beautiful, beautiful content that you gave me to make satirical beautifulness out of, and thank you for that, for the TV show." And then you will dress up as a Taoiseach, and you will sit on a toilet bowl in the middle of St. Stephen's Green to advertise Bowel Cancer Awareness Week. Then the one thing you have to remember is you will never grow. You will continue to be quite short.
You will meet very inspirational tall people like Tony Robbins and John Cleese. And John Cleese will give you the most amazing piece of advice that you need for your mad head. And what he will tell you is that creativity needs discipline. And that because focus is a very hard thing to do in this world. And if you have a creative brain, you're always looking for the next new shiny thing. And whatever's over there, and then you're constantly get bored. But he thought he will teach you that creativity needs discipline. And put the discipline, even to stand in this dot to do this, takes an enormous amount of discipline, trust me. You will never play professional rugby because when you're the size you are and you have a 6'10" man built like an absolute hotel coming at you at 30 miles an hour, there's quite a possibility that you may die. But you will run the New York City Marathon. You will also climb to the top of the tallest freestanding mountain in Africa. You will learn to scuba dive. You will also learn to ski, which is of no use to you whatsoever living in the island of Ireland. It is the most useless life skill to ever learn living in Ireland in a temperate climate with no ski slopes. Just saying. If you want to get off the island, you're going to have to learn to do something else. So you will learn to paddleboard, which you can paddleboard off the island anytime you want. But it will also help you to be disciplined to get up early so that you can sail in and paddle into the sunrise. You will interview Sir Richard Branson in front of 3,000 people. You will not have any luck with tall women. It's the truth. You will not. But you will find a life partner who is loving, caring, and very patient. You will have 2 boys. And they will also be taller than you. It'll be a disaster. It's a common thread in my life, just to let you know. You will learn how to become from fathlete to athlete when you learn to box for a TV show. And you will get knocked out live on television and there will be blood spewing from your nose, but you will get up and you will keep fighting. And then you will spar with world boxing champion Tyson Fury in the ring, and you'll also spar with Katie Taylor, who will have her arm behind her back, one arm behind her back, and fight the bejaney out of you with one hand. She will give you a slap across your jaw that will fix an old rugby injury you have, so your jaw will never click again. Thank you, Katie, for that. You will be an escort in Rose Tralee for 3 years running. You will go across America in the back of a motorcycle. You won't drive the motorcycle because you won't learn to drive a motorcycle, but you'll sit in the back and hold on to somebody else for dear life and nearly die when a deer crosses the road and nearly kills you. You will become the winning comedian in the Young Comedian of the Year on the Late Late Show. You will also meet legendary footballer Pelé. It'll be a moment. And you will say to Pelé, come here, would you do me a favour? Would you sign my hurley? And Pelé will say, what's a hurley? And I say, a hurley stick, we have a slitter, we fucked up a genie around the pitch and everything else, and we go mad, like we're pure mad. And he goes, what is it? And I showed it to him, I said, it's this. And I say, would you sign my hurley? And he said, go on, so I will. And Pelé signs the hurley. And it's the first Command Appel ever to be signed by Pelé. Just saying, right? And you will own that. And then what will happen is, you will teach people and coach people and train people how to become great communicators, because you will tell people and they will learn from you that the only key to our future is communication. AI will do an awful lot for us, but for you to get to be in control of the future of your work, you will need to become a great communicator. And then, as you're growing up, people will say to you, do you know what? You look like a very young Andre Agassi, right? And you will say, stop it. And no, they say, you do. And then one day, while interviewing Jimmy Carr on stage, you will meet Andre Agassi. And you will say to Andre, you'll say, come here, any chance of a selfie? And Andre will go, Aragonzo. And that is why I want to thank my 15-year-old self. I want to thank him for not focusing on the line, and every day I wish I could die. Instead, focusing on the line that says, I have a lot more life to go. And when he asks the question, how do I get to the other side of that door? Do you know what's there? Do you know what's coming? I do know. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be an adventure. It'll be scary. It'll be fearful. You'll have to face that fear and just keep on going. But you'll have adventure. You will have curiosity. You'll have discovery. You'll have rejection, but you'll also have acceptance. You'll meet some false angels who will promise you the earth, moon and stars and deliver absolutely nothing. There will be sadness, there'll be loss, but there'll be happiness and there'll be euphoria, there'll be fulfillment, there'll be pride, there'll be contentment, there'll be self-awareness. And it won't make any difference what you do for a living. The most important thing is to be alive. So when it comes to the end of it all, It's only that when we truly and only reconnect with ourselves that we can truly connect with other people. That we can unlock that, with that self-awareness, you can unlock that ability to be able to communicate in a much deeper level. Not with just by using words, but using empathy, using understanding, using authenticity, so that when you communicate with the person, that person feels like they belong, because you know you already do. So I'm going to leave you with two questions. One, when was the last time that you actually and really genuinely reconnected with yourself? And second, what action are you going to do now that your future tomorrow person will thank you for? Thank you.